Hello everyone and welcome back to Destiny. It is week 46 of year 2. Year 3 is just around the corner, so let's start preparing. For the week's activities, we start with the Challenge of the Elders. The modifiers for this week are Brawler, Chaff, and Super Kill bonus. Not a whole lot of synergy there between the modifiers, but at least you can enjoy a little bit of a bonus by sticking to melee kills. Also, weapons like Zalo's Supercell or Bad Juju will help you get your super a little bit faster. Now, as far as the individual encounters go, I think I might just go ahead and stop going over every boss fight from week to week. At this point, we've all faced all of the different bosses, and they're not really that complex anyways. So go ahead and let me know in the comments if you guys want me to continue going over every single boss, or what I can do instead is to create sort of a super guide that goes over all 8 bosses so we can always reference that when you need it. But really the main reason is that I've kind of stopped playing the Challenge of the Elders. I don't really find the loot to be the best bang for your buck. I'd rather go play some Crucible or grind out some heroic strikes. All my characters are at 335 right now anyways, so it's really all about grinding as much faction rep as possible. And I'll touch on that more a little bit later in this video. But moving on to this week's Nightfall, we have the Dust Palace, and the modifiers are Voidburn, Brawler, Grounded, and Ironclad. Luckily for us this week, it is the normal version of the strike, not the Taken version, so it's pretty much a breeze. It was actually kind of silly how easy it was. So if you need any of the Flare Mantle still, this is a great week to grind that out. Moving on to the weekly heroic strikes, this week we have Solar Burn, Small Arms, and Juggler. So as I mentioned at the top of this video, it is time for us to start preparing for Year 3 in Rise of Iron. And for me, mainly that means edging all of my factions, which is essentially to get them all the way almost ranked up without ranking them up. Then simply rank them up once Rise of Iron drops to enjoy a brand new loot set. If you have all of your vendors almost at rank and then rank them all up on day 1, you can maximize the new loot you get. Now, one thing I came to realize is that it's not that big of a deal to need to edge all of your factions because of how easy it is to rank them up with extra materials. I'm mainly concerned about Vanguard and Crucible. Another thing I've been doing is going back and completing all the quests on my alt characters. Unfortunately, my Warlock hasn't gotten a whole lot of love from me this year, so really that's where my attention is going. Now, another thing I kind of want to experiment with, and let me know in the comments if you know the answer already, but I want to try to stack packages, meaning that I want to keep ranking with the same vendor over and over again without actually claiming the package. That way, come day 1 of Rise of Iron, I should be able to theoretically claim multiple packages, giving me several pieces of new weapons and gear. Now, I don't know if this is going to work because I've never tried it, but let me know in the comments if you have and if you can actually stack your packages. Another thing I've been doing is playing a lot of Crucible. I've been trying out this really neat combination of Universal Remote and a good sniper rifle. I used the combination of Universal Remote and Stormcaller almost exclusively during last week's Iron Banner and had a lot of fun. It's actually the first time I ever really used the Universal Remote. It never really appealed to me very much in year 1. But I like it because it forces me to carry a sniper rifle, forcing me to get better at sniping, which is something I'm still trying to do. I have to say, after using this weapon for the past week, the 1-2 punch that is the Universal Remote and Thunderstrike is absolutely deadly once you get the hang of it. The time to kill is ridiculous, and because of the distance, they never see it coming. But anyways, what have you been doing to prepare for Rise of Iron? Share your thoughts below. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe for more Destiny content. And I will see you all next time. And now, a few days ago, especially after watching the Cosmodrome reveal stream again, I kind of had the epiphany of, is the gunsmith supplying us with SIVA weapons?